All right, everybody. So I'm going to be posting a 40-minute video of active war during the war stage of the Rare Soil War, round 5, where the rebels attacked the Gendarmerie. It was interesting. I encourage you to watch through that. We'll talk about some strategies after we digest what happened today. What I can say is, the number one thing that happened today is that a patch got released, and that patch broke more stuff than it fixed, or that it optimized, or whatever they want to call it. The amount of money that gets charged for different packages, battle passes, all that stuff here on this game, and they can't even put out a patch that isn't a complete disaster. And it stinks the most when you're on the receiving end of that disaster. And I kind of feel like, for whatever reason, Server 33 and the fellow servers in the grouping and the faction are on the receiving end of that all the time. So first off, in round 5, that's when they first introduced the Warlord missile, and we're going to take a look at that. So right there, we're at a disadvantage. That's an attacker's benefit. We have no idea what it's going to do. Information was posted literally hours before the war. You can't possibly prepare anything at that point in time. So great, thank you. On top of the fact that the patch was buggier than anything else. We had some changes to rules of switching alliances we'll take a look at. And then we had a key set of issues that came up during the actual war. We just take a look at the battle record. We're going to look at everybody here for today. So on server 33, KRC was against 25H. They unfortunately lost. BPM was against DHS. Very close. I actually thought BPM won that one, but they ended up losing in the end. We see somewhere in here should be KKR. There's KKR, was able to hold out. Now KKR, BPM, KRC, AOA, POD, we all have our in COA, we all have our furnaces in the same little area. And I still think that that corner approach is the best strategy. I'll try to break that down after we digest what happened today and figure out what's a bug and what's actually going to happen next time, because you can't trust what these developers put out. TKR unfortunately lost to WTW. And HYC had 2 attackers, YEP and HNB, and they unfortunately lost. And I think that's it for Server 33, yes. So that's the outcome of today. Well, let's get out of here. Go into our mail and take a look at some system mails. So first off, we just look at what's going on here. Within about a 7-hour period, there were multiple patches. So as you see, the patch notes in the server maintenance complete, ... 14 hours ago, 9 hours ago. Then we had a bunch of important notices, yada yada. Both of these mails, I think, are exactly the same. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. Let's skip through the new features. Right, we'll talk about that. We'll have a video on the frontline breakthrough mode of Operation Falcon later. We'll talk about the items, reminders, and all that. But season resource details added to your inventory, great. Let's scroll down here to alliance-related optimization. And some of this actually just applies to the season. So during the season, alliances can only kick out maximum of 5 members daily. During the season, there's a 24-hour cooldown period if you leave an alliance before you can join another. So you may remember a rant that I did, and this video is a bit of a rant too, but you may remember the rant that I did a while back when a bunch of very strong members of other alliances joined an alliance that we were against, and all of a sudden increased their power by like 1 billion, right? And we failed the attack. Well, this is going to make that a lot less convenient to do. However, they implemented this so late in the game that a bunch of people got caught off guard, which I don't know if that's good or bad for anybody because the damage is already done to the defenders. So thank you, developers, for being the least timely and changing the rules of things and the game mechanics as they're basically happening. So, okay, number one, that's the patch. That happened almost instantaneously. Also this morning, they released the Warlord missile, and we got some information about that a couple days ago, but we didn't know what exactly. So they gave us this overview. They told us that it's going to be exclusives of the Warlord. They're going to release it with the patch. During the prep and battle stages, the Warlord can launch this missile. It has a 3-minute prep, a 72-hour cooldown. The Warlord's base moves during prep using items or if durability is zeroed, and it relocates randomly. The missile launch fails, triggering a 72-hour cooldown. Okay, get that right. The Warlord's base. Okay, this is another little nuance that they didn't tell us. And then once launched, all bases in the area, force blah, 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 there's damage. Okay, we don't know how big, great, all that stuff. So we're sitting here wondering what this is going to bring. Well, with the patch, they introduced, as you saw in my short earlier today, the official skill under the Alliance. And this is where we got to see a lot more detail. However, nothing here tells you that it's not the Warlord's base that launches the missile. It's another little launch pad thing that gets created. And you'll see that in the 40-minute war video. So, thank you again for a misleading email or a message in Discord prior. Why they can't explain this in the other mail, I don't know. But, once again, why, right? So, great. Let's move back in, take a look at the last little outcome of what happened here. Back to system mail. So there was some important notice. People couldn't switch accounts. That's great, right? Another failure for the day. And then we get into an important notification. So immediately following this war, and you're going to see this come up in the live play battle video. I mean, I lost at least 15k troops because of the bugs in this patch. Others in our alliance lost 20, 30, 40,000 troops who weren't even engaged in the war. And this is the junk that they give us. Look, I got T10 troops. I don't know what that's going to, help me with. Exactly. Not much. But, hey, what do they say? Due to a data error after the version update, during the Rare Soil War, there are anomalies. Yeah, such as players can attack bases in areas other than contaminated land. We're sitting here wondering how in the world our furnace, which wasn't even under attack, that whole area was like half contaminated. Some people could be attacked, other people couldn't. Some people could put shields on, other people couldn't. It was just chaos. Chaos. Thank you, development team. The Alliance teleporters cannot be used. You know what else couldn't be used? Random teleporters either. You'll see that in the battle video. Here I am about to get attacked by a 30+ million squad. It's going to bleed troops out of my base. And I can't even move without taking a minute and a half to do it or using an advanced teleporter. Thank you. Those cost 1,500 diamonds a piece. This 1k ain't going to cut it. All right? So Alliance teleporters and random teleporters could not be used. Continuous marches cannot be carried out. I kind of expected that in contaminated land. I don't know where else that bug came out. And then the shield was automatically removed. Automatically removed. Couldn't be applied. They can't even document what really the issues were here. Great, they fixed it. Yeah, negative gaming experience is right. And you know what else? The lag. The lag. Multiple seconds go by just trying to tap a button. Multiple seconds in this game when you're in a battle is thousands of troops dead. We can't have that. Alright, so we get some compensation. I love it. Okay, thank you. This is going to do nothing. Nothing. How about you give me back 20,000 troops? How about you give back people in AOA and all the other alliances who weren't even in the war back 40,000 troops that they lost? You can see right there. Thumbs down, 2,207. Thumbs up, 1,830. Clearly, the war zones think this is inadequate and unacceptable. Drop me a comment. If you were in the war today, let me know. How did it go on your server? What was it like? Did you have these problems? Maybe this was just local to our servers. Maybe it was widespread. I really hope this gets fixed the next time. The Gendarmerie, we will be attacking on Saturday. But of course, Saturday is, when everybody can attack bases anyways. So, thank you. I guess maybe for, again, us suffering at the hands of a development team that releases buggy patches. And it charges exorbitant amount of money just to buy some pixels. Alright folks, there you have it. Hope you watched this. Hope you got a flavor for what it was like today as we stepped back, calmed ourselves down from the day, tried to move on, right, to the next war, to the next round of the Rare Soil War. Last War, Survival Game, Season 2. Alright, Mikey's Productions signing off from Server 33. Thank all of you out there. Have a great and blessed day.